Tomorrow, law enforcement across the state will honor a fallen detective. Tonight, family and friends held a viewing for San Antonio ISD detective Cliff Martinez. He was killed while working security at a restaurant. Eyewitness News reporter Vanessa Croy shares the impact he left on the community he served.
Clifton, he was a wonderful man.
Detective Cliff Martinez's father remembers his son.
He just seemed to like law enforcement.
But now all his father has are those memories.
He was well loved, well liked, well respected. He was a good man.
Martinez worked as a reserve officer with the Bexar County Sheriff's Office before joining the San Antonio ISD Police Department, where he served for close to 3 decades.
This should not have happened to him. And he was just doing his job, protecting the public.
Martinez was killed on December 21st. He was working off-duty security at the IHOP off Hot Wells Boulevard. Authorities said Martinez was assaulted trying to break up a fight. Then 2 men ran over the detective, reversed, and ran over him again. Those 2 men were arrested and are now facing capital murder charges. And today, family and friends gathered to honor the legacy of Detective Martinez.
I think what he represented for us was somebody who wanted to make sure that children trusted our police officers, wanted to make sure that our officers were always being role models for our students, and so he modeled that himself. It's a huge loss for us.
We're told the chief of the San Antonio ISD Police Department will lead a formal ceremony and procession ahead of the service set to take place tomorrow for Detective Martinez. KENS 5 will be live streaming that funeral service for Detective Martinez on the KENS 5 app and KENS5.com. Vanessa Croy, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.